up everybody.
No.
We're asking people questions about some would you rather questions, to be exact. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. We completely understand. But at least we just want to hear some feedback, at least, because that's what's more important from the question that we're going to ask you. Like I said, some would you rather questions.
Request. Why not? It's going to be lit. We got some questions for y'all. So if you want to be on YouTube, you want to be YouTube famous, join up.
I would like to have my first baby at 40 rather than at the age of 18, because I think having a baby involves a lot of responsibility and plenty of time, and I think I wouldn't have been ready to have a child at the age of 18, at least in my case.
So for me personally, I would much rather be 18 rather than 40 when I have my first child. And I can see why someone would want to be 40, because at that point you're like financially stable and things of that nature, and at 18 you're really not, typically. But for me, I would want to be able to move around, be youthful, and I would want to not be so old when I have my grandkids and things of that nature. So that's just me.
I personally would rather have it at 40. I think that having a baby at 18 years old is okay for some people, but I think it will limit your life in a way, because once you have a baby, that is your only focus for a while. And when you're 18, I think the 18 to the 30 range is a good time to really focus on yourself and do what's best for you. And I feel like when you hit the age of 40, you have already developed a good sense of your life and the things that you need and what you don't need. And I think that's a good time to settle down and just start a baby or have a baby and start your life.
I would rather have my first child at the age of 40 instead of 18, because when I was 18, I wasn't supporting myself, so I definitely couldn't support a kid. When you're 40, you're more mentally and financially prepared to raise a child, so I would wait until then.
I would rather have my first baby at 40 because I feel like I would be a lot more experienced in life and everything that I would want to do. So by that time, I feel like I'd be ready to have a child.
Honestly, if I had to choose, I would rather have a baby at 18 than 40, because it's a lot easier to have a kid at 18, but you're still kind of not mentally ready to have a kid. So, but yeah, I would rather choose 18.
I would rather have my first baby at 18 because our ages are close together, and in that case we understand each other better.
What about your cousin?
I would rather own a boat because you can go fishing or swimming, and planes emit a lot of CO2, so that's easy.
I'd rather have a plane because I enjoy being in the sky and I'm scared of water.
I would rather have a plane rather than a boat, because a plane can get you everywhere. A boat can only get you so far.
I think I would rather like to own a plane rather than the boat, because I could travel to so many different places even if they don't have a coast.
I would rather own a plane just because I love to travel and I would love to just see the world anytime that I want to, and knowing that I have my own plane, I can literally just get on it and fly to a different country in the midst of anything. So that would be really, really fun to have a plane instead of a boat.
I would rather own a plane instead of a boat because the plane is worth a lot more money, and I think I could do more with that. I could use it as collateral on a really nice home or something. So I would rather own a plane.
I would much rather own a plane over a boat. One, because I'm kind of afraid of the ocean, and two, I I've just been flying my entire life. I travel everywhere. I would just love to have my own plane to just kind of go zoop, 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 zoop. And plus, boats are just a little bit slower.
I would rather eat pizza for the rest of my life because pizza is my favorite food and I love it.
I would rather eat pizza rather than ice cream for the rest of my life. And it's because, you know, pizza's amazing. Even though I'm not really supposed to be eating dairy, I think pizza, you can do a lot with pizza. And you can eat pizza in any season. Ice cream is seasonal, unless you're like in love with ice cream. But ice cream you usually eat during the summertime.
I would choose pizza hands down. One, because I do not really enjoy ice cream as much as other people, so I wouldn't really enjoy eating it for the rest of my life. Two, you can create anything and make it pizza. Like cauliflower crust, you could use cheese, like you can just use anything and call it a pizza. So I feel like there is no limitations there. I could put anything I want on it and just eat it and it would be fine. Like it literally just would be fine. So pizza all the way.
I would rather like to eat pizza for the rest of my life than ice cream because I'm not a big fan of ice cream and I love pizza. So I prefer pizza.
If I had to choose between pizza or ice cream for the rest of my life, I would choose pizza. Ice cream, you could replace that, you know? You could take any cold sweet treat like a popsicle or frozen fruit and supplement it and still kind of get the effect. But with pizza, it really has to be pizza.
I would rather eat pizza for the rest of my life because you can switch it up with pizza. It doesn't always have to be the same. With ice cream, I feel like it would get really old really fast because it's just so rich and thick and it's cold, so that's not fun.
Hands down, I would much rather eat pizza for the rest of my life. Ice cream, like, I mean, sure, but like, you gonna feel a little gurgly after a while, because if you lactose intolerant, that really ain't gonna work. But pizza, you don't have to get cheese on the pizza. That's pizza.